All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Wednesday and a not so friendly one today. That's right. As predicted, there was a 25 basis point interest rate cut. So what's the deal? What gives? Why did the markets dump? That doesn't make sense to me, but we'll dive into that. We will definitely dive into that. It was certainly expected that there would be a rate cut, but why did things dump? So we're going to talk about that. And let me drop down here in the corner. And when we look at this, we're like, yeah, that looks kind of bad. So here we were right up at about 38.5 cents and dumped down about 8%. 8% in crypto world, that's not bad. Bitcoin never even fell below 100,000. Did not fall below 100,000. Well, at least not yet. We don't know what's going to happen tonight, whether we're going to get a second dump or not. But the immediate dump with the big volume all happened just a couple hours ago. And that was about it. I mean, Bitcoin's dump here was, well, let's see what the percentage was overall. Well, like 4.5%. 4.5%. We have seen 30% dumps in Bitcoin in the past. So 4.5, I mean, it looks bad, but then you zoom out and let's look at the 4-hour chart. Not bad. We look at the daily and it's like even less. After this whole run that we've had since early November, we're still up a lot. So Bitcoin itself from November 4th is still up 48%. And Doge from that same time on November 4th is still up 143%. That's right, 143%. So is this a short-term thing or is this going to be something that is protracted? We're going to talk about that. It did drop below this upward channel that we were in, as well as the horizontal support that we had. Doge did drop below that. So it came down and it touched the 50 SMA. It's exactly where it touched, right there on that blue line. Exactly, 35.1. And we will see how that trades going forward tonight. So what happened? What's going on? Bitcoin, XRP, Doge fall fast after Federal Reserve cuts rates. And you would think, isn't rate cutting good? Don't we like rate cutting because it helps businesses like borrow in order to build and to grow and to do things, right? So that should be good. Bitcoin dropped after the Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said the central bank would cut interest rates at a slower pace in the new year. At a slower pace. Is that it? That's it? Is that it? A slower pace in the new year? That's it? The whole dumpage across the stock market and the crypto market was because Jerome Powell said they're going to cut rates at a slower pace. I'm not worried. It did give us a buying opportunity, though, for those that want to buy on the dips. Boy, you certainly got a dip today, didn't you? Certainly got a dip today. Bitcoin and other major assets fell fast after Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell spoke and announced an expected interest rate cut. That was okay. The move apparently pushed investors away from risk on assets like crypto and U.S. equities on word that the central bank would not cut aggressively in 2025. That's it. That's it. Overall, it's a blip. It's a little blip. When you zoom out, Fed cut interest rates. Powell said the bank can therefore be more cautious as we consider further adjustments to our policy rate. That is it. So what did we have? Well, it gave the opportunity to have more leveraged long liquidations. Again, just another little thing that causes the markets to dump, accelerated by heavy shorting and market makers and exchanges looking to liquidate more leveraged long positions. And so just let's look at the last 4 hour. Yeah. Bitcoin 70 million, ETH 60, and over $100 million in the others category, which is like things beyond the top 20 or 30. So there was heavy leverage trading on alts going on, and the big ones got wiped. And it even continues now after 5 o'clock, more leverage positions being liquidated right now, including some big ones. We just had an ETH $1.8 million, and that's a new one. That's a new trade that was just made and just got liquidated. So there you go. I don't think the dumpage is over yet. For those that think that you missed it this afternoon, I think we got another chance to buy on a dip happening now. Again, what do I say? You buy on the red candles, right? These were the red candles we were waiting for those who had any cash or tether or whatever on the side. Golden opportunity. Unless you just think crypto is just going to crash all to hell, I am not in that camp, though. I'm not in that camp. I'm like, okay, by this weekend, we're going to be back up 38 cents, most likely. It's just the way things go. But we'll see how the rest of the week plays out. But that's what I'm thinking. So, yes, Charlotte, buy on the red, sell on the green. Help you not give in and panic sell. You bought more. Awesome. Awesome. Yep. This was a juicy red candle to buy on. Again, we're not in a bear market, and this is just a temporary thing. Just something Jerome Powell said. One guy says one thing, and it crashes the whole markets. Millions and millions of dollars liquidated because of a few words that one guy says. Isn't that amazing? Which is why I think this is all fluff. And I know your portfolio went down, and I feel sorry for everyone who panic sold, but we've been talking about these kinds of events happening. But still, it's like Bitcoin went down 4.5%. That's it. 4.5%. In cycles past, that would have been a 20%, 25% dump. So that's showing the strength of Bitcoin. And I don't know what else to say other than let's just turn this thing around and go. We're still in a bull market. So that's my message of what I see going on. But let me check in with you guys and let's see how you're feeling about this. 35-cent Dogecoin. It's not that far below my support line at 36.5. So we're hanging out right there. Hopefully this doesn't become resistance and we can't, tomorrow trade back up above this line. But let's see how everybody else feels here in the chat. Mars bought the dip. Artemio, buy the dip. And Davey boy, pack it up, it's over. And you're being sarcastic. I can tell. Oh boy, here we go. I bought the dip. Victor's all in now. Give us the good news. It's just like he's cautious about next year. That's it. We all know there's a recession going on. It's been going on for a year. We all feel it every time we go to the grocery store and we're buying like a dozen eggs or whatever else price is going up. Prices they've just been going up. We thought inflation was curtailed, but prices don't go down. They just keep going up. And our salaries have not kept pace with the price of goods and services going up. That's what it's been. Nobody saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. I thought there would be a little dip, a little spicy action up and down, but overall, typically from these FOMC meetings, we end up right back where we started. That's typically what happens. It typically goes up before the meeting, down when Powell is speaking, and then goes back up, and then we're good. That's typically what we see. That's what we saw last time. This one's a little different. How does one position themselves to be able to make money in the bull run? Matt, it's buying in the bear market when prices are low, which we were talking about 2 years ago. And for the past year and a half, that had been the message, was buying then. And I know a lot of you weren't tuning into me a year ago, but that was what the message was. And that's what we were talking about. And then you don't let events like this shake you out, because I think this bull run is not over and prices will go higher. This is a temporary blip based on one guy saying one thing and giving the market makers and exchanges an excuse to wipe out leveraged longs. And we can go to, yeah, thank you, Matt. That's a good way to set up my overall theme there. Thank you for doing that. I did not plan that ahead of time. But thanks, Matt. Because we see all this leverage that got totally wiped out. Let's go to the overall Bitcoin heat map here, and we can see like all of this leverage here: 124 million, 82 million, 13 million, 79 million, 146 million, and on and on and on as the price went down, liquidating all of these longs. And then all these shorts started showing up right here as the price kept going down. So now we have all these shorts right up here at 102,596, 102,689. We now have hundreds of millions of dollars of shorts going on right now. You would think that they would want to pump the price up and take out those shorts. They may have their eye down here at about 99.6, where there's another $131 million of leveraged longs. We were actually thinking the other day of, because of there was so many longs still down here, that there was no way they were going to let those go and then just come up here and grab all these shorts up here. But nope, today gave them a good reason to drop the price and wipe out all of those longs. We look at the Doge chart, see what that looks like. Same. All this leverage totally wiped out. Pretty interesting that new long leverage positions have just been opened in the last 2 hours, thinking that that was the dip and now Doge is going to go up higher, and we've got all these new leverage positions down here. That's quite a bit. Huh. Gamblers will be gamblers, though. That's what's going on. We're not scared. Nope. Drew, always a bear. Pack it on, no rally, sell Doge. I blocked you on X because you were being an asshole, Drew. So that's all. That's all. But if you are going to be like that, and he's gone. Goodbye to him. Okay. I randomly created a chart pattern in my trading view. My prediction was 33 cents for Doge, and it's following it. Awesome, Neil. I encourage everybody to use TradingView and to look at setups and what's going on in the market. I encourage you all to do that. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk about Elon and Dogecoin and X right now. We got more important things, Matt. But we'll talk about that another day, okay? Happy Wednesday. Looks like Christmas came early. So many gifts today. The gift is buying on lower prices, right? So, right, until we sell, it's not locking in anything, right? Prices go up, prices go down. If you panic sold, or even if you sold and you think prices are going to go much lower so that you can buy in at a lower price, I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah, Mars, he's gone. Just can't deal with that. If you want to talk about why you think prices are going to go down, I'll be glad to have the conversation with you. But not like that. Not like that. Jimmy loaded up on some bonk and some Pepe. Going with the memes, Jimmy. Kriss has been buying more Doge, 38, 37, 36. Loading up. Damien bought some bonk. Derek, my guess is to see how high Doge will go for the natural run. Jeff now has $1 billion Pepe. Will the short squeeze come? Yeah. What's up, Jason? How are you? Buy on the red, sell in the green. Couldn't have said it better myself, Mars. KB is going to think it's going to dip again. We may not. This could be it. This could be the dip that we just had here, and we're going to go sideways for a little bit. And I think over the next couple days, we're going to be back up at 38, 39 cents. We've seen this before. This isn't a total market crash. There's not a huge black swan thing. It's a guy talking about next year, the Fed not being so aggressive with rate cuts. That's it. So they're not going to be as aggressive. Didn't say there weren't going to be any rate cuts. They're just not going to be so aggressive. That's what I think they normally would have done anyway. People have totally overreacted. But traders will be traders, and it's a great opportunity, again, for the market makers to dump the price and take out all of this leverage. All this leverage, gone. Gone. I wonder if Fartcoin got leverage trades going on it, and they got they got taken out too. The old Fartcoin, right? Micker panic sold. Well, if you still believe in Dogecoin and the price is going to go back up, look for dip buying opportunities to buy back in if you still believe in it. That's all I can say. All I can say. Witty's getting nervous. I'm holding. I can only tell you what I'm doing. I can't tell you what to do, but I've seen this before. It doesn't change what's going on with Bitcoin and Dogecoin. The narrative hasn't changed. We're still in the Bitcoin halving year. We're not at the all-time high typical year, which is going to be 2025. We're not even there yet. We still have January 20th coming, and we still have huge buying of Bitcoin by institutions, the ETF investors. They're still all buying Bitcoin. And today was a great day to get Bitcoin in at a somewhat low price, still over $100,000, but a lot better than 104, 105, where it had been trading. Not over. PIA, P-SATA, you put a buy order in for 14 cents. So whatever you're using for that, whether it's cash or Tether, you can just keep it locked up because it's not going to 14 cents. The good news, yes, the kind of news was that they're not going to, the Fed is in the United States is not going to aggressively cut rates next year. That was it. So, no, we don't need to see moves now. That's not how it works, MJ. That's not how it works. No. The recovery after one of these things is usually slow and steady, not moves right now. Everyone is just living in the immediate. You're all like squeezed in, like you want to see the results now. And that's not how the markets work. We have a flash crash like we saw, and then the recovery is slow and steady. Everything needs to calm down. The volume calms down, and the price gradually moves back up. What is the initial cost price per token for token unlocks for peak? I don't know, Anthony. I don't know. Trying to stay away from crypto news. Gains evaporate, but then gains come back, Northern Orbit. They come back. I agree, Matt. The Biden administration will not be looked on quite so fondly in the future. People will look back and say, that was one of the worst 4-year presidencies ever. Is going to be what we're just in the last month and a half on. Not even. It's just about a month away now. And that's it. Your Spotify chat yesterday was a joke. Sorry, Drip. I took that like, if it's on Spotify, I would need to know that. So next time, put like a little winky face, right, in your chat or something, right, to let me know that you're really kidding. Okay, just give me a little winky face or something. Thank you. Powell was dovish. Doesn't make sense. Well, we just looked at what he said, and it was like, he said the central bank would cut interest rates at a slower pace in the new year. That's it. Slower pace. And what was the other thing he said? It's something about aggressive, not aggressive, right? The bank can therefore be more cautious as we consider further adjustments to our policy rate. So more cautious. That's it. More cautious. $1.5 trillion wiped off the stock market. Right, it'll come back. The stock market is big. It can weather it. It's done it before. Done it before. So yeah, we've got the S&P 500. So what is, I mean, it looks bad, but what was really the percentage loss on that? 3.5%. So not even as bad as Bitcoin, and half of what Doge dropped. I get it. The stock market is huge, right? It's like trillions and trillions of dollars. I get that. But that's like panic. And the whole panic was for 3.5%? Really? No, I don't know. But the market hadn't done that in a while, so it did give the opportunity to flush out a lot of leveraged trading. Absolutely. What's the bottom of Doge going to be? Good old crypto always got me a day late. You finished loading your bags on Monday night. Yeah, I was not expecting this kind of drop. I was expecting to be some up and down action, but not just down. Should you wait for a dip? You just had a dip. Everybody just wants a little more, don't you? You got this great dip down to 35 cents, and that's not good enough. I don't know what to say. The Fed is afraid of the Trump tariffs' impact on inflation. For the most part, I think the tariffs are just a scare mechanism that Trump uses to get other countries to act responsibly. That's really all it is. It's to get other countries to act responsibly, because other countries have been taking advantage of the United States when Trump is not in office. 69-cent Doge, 32-cent Doge. Exactly. What else is the Fed going to do, right? They want to cover their butts, right? They want to be cautious. Don't get liquidated by BlackRock or anyone else. Just, it's stupid for you to be leverage trading in a market like this. So if you got wiped out, yeah, I didn't look at my portfolio today. Didn't look at my spreadsheets. Don't care. This is a little blip. Like I said, it'll be back in a couple days. Like this never happened. Great buying opportunity. That's what I think. I've been through these a lot. Most likely that's what's going to happen. Would the dip have happened anyways, Mike asks. I know, normally the Fed meeting doesn't really influence the price, but today it did. I think mostly it was on the backs of the stock market. I mean, we just saw, right? Like, there's the NASDAQ too. And so that kind of fueled crypto market as well to dump. People saw the stock market dumping, and so they started dump selling their crypto. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me, but I live in a different world where these kinds of things don't bother me. Because I zoom out and I look at the bigger picture. Like I covered in this morning's video. It's like you go back to the 4-year cycles and you just go, we've only had one pump yet this cycle. And there's so much more that I think is still coming ahead, particularly for Dogecoin. And Bitcoin is going to be slow and steady, continuing gains right on up to 120K, 130K, 150K, because that's how it looks like that is going to continue to happen for Bitcoin. And so the rest of the crypto market will recover and move up as well. That's what I'm saying. Panic bot? Yeah, we don't know January. In January, is it going to make $1? Is it going to be a big pump around there? Like I said, I'm going to be live all day on the 20th. I'll also be live on Sunday the 19th, the day before, because leading up to Inauguration Day, there could be quite a bit of spicy trading as well. No pains, no gains. Yep. And there's some who say you have to have these pullbacks in order to then freely pump much higher. So this could be that as well. Another one, it's all over. See, I don't like that kind of comment. I would like an explanation. Why do you think it's over? Why do you think? That's what I want to hear. And I'll be glad to have the conversation. But the bears never want to engage in that kind of real conversation. They just want to say it's over. So, scary? Yes, Bob. Particularly if this is your first crypto cycle in a bull cycle. If you were around in 2021, this wouldn't bother you. You bought the dip yesterday. We'll get back up there, Pasta. Doge has done worse. Exactly. Goose, put your last 100 into Doge and Sheeb. You're done. You're all loaded up. Manel, put in the whole money. John, right now we're going to see whether 100K holds for Bitcoin and whether this 35.5 holds for Dogecoin. 36.5. Is that still going to be resistance, or are we going to be able to trade back above that? I know you say it's dipping to 14 cents. You put a limit buy order in at 14 cents, but why? Why do you think it's going to dip to 14 cents? Because that's a huge dip, and I don't see that happening. Will the bull run be shorter? That's a great question, Jones. That's a great question. is this going to be a shortened cycle for some reason? So I'm looking at, again, right now to January 20th, as well as January 1st to the middle of April, those 100 days, those are the two windows that I'm looking at, and they overlap. They overlap for 20 days in January. We'll see what happens. This is not a black swan. No, DW. This is not a black swan would be a 30% dump. This isn't that. Bitcoin went down 4.5%. Bitcoin 4.5%, Doge 8%. Not a falling knife. Does that look like a falling knife to you? No, it looks like an 8% drop, and now we're steady going sideways, albeit lower than we were by a couple cents, but still not a falling knife. It's all right. Some think we still have a year left of the bull market. If you look back at 2017, you will see the bull market went all the way through 2017 to the end of December. And 2017 had 30 and 40% pullbacks in the middle of the bull market. This is nothing compared to that. But I know we're living in it right now. You feel it right now. So I get that. But I can just tell you what I see and what I went through in the 2021 bull market, where we did have 30%. For those that don't know, I can go into my X Twitter. I look at my bookmarks because I did bookmark this chart from Gel. So we can just look at it again. We can look at it again right above me, right here. 2017. This is 2016. This is 2017. Look, even in 2017, there were pullbacks of 34%, 34%, 40%, 41%, 31%. Now, how many times when Bitcoin hit the peak before the pullback, once the pullback happened, how many times did people say, that's it, Bitcoin is dropping down to like, I know that first one was like around $1,000. It's going to drop down to like $100 or whatever. Like this other guy saying like 14-cent Doge. But look what happened. It's a bull market. Turns around, it goes higher, then has another pullback. Turns around, it goes higher, has another pullback. It goes higher, another pullback. This is really volatile trading here. Huge volatile trading. But if you held and you lived through, survived those dumps, and you had conviction going through the end of the bull market, you got your payoff. Are we going to see that in 2025? Or might it be more like what we had in 2021, where we did have this giant dump in May into June of 2021, which was this huge black swan event of compounding things that happened. But we're not even there yet. And again, even in 2021, early 2021, 15%, 32%, 23%. And today was 4.5 for Bitcoin. It was 4.5. And we're starting to see some green candles here. Everything's quieting down, right? Everything's quieting down. And recovery begins. I added more. Michael, that's how you do it. On the red candles, right? You have one of your support lines drawn at 35.5, bounced right off it. Yep. Prices have detached from inflation. I know. I feel it. And a lot of that is because we are in a recession and our salaries have not kept up with that price inflation. Right. Why do leverage trades if the exchanges can see them and take them out? I don't know why people do it. I still don't get it. They think they're smarter than the exchanges, but the exchanges know where your pain point is and they can take you out. Evening all. The DXY surged up. Yep. That's what happens. Inverse. I'll bet the VIX is way up too. It's okay that it's dipping because we're all responsible investors, only put 10% of our net worth into crypto, right? Yeah, that should be a wink is what that is, because there are a lot of us that have a lot more than 10% of our net worth in crypto. We always say only risk what you're willing to lose, but nobody really believes that, right? We just ape all in and we're like, let's go. But then you feel it on a dip like today, which really isn't that bad. We've had worse over the summer. Remember August 5th? Remember July 4th? That was much worse than today. I don't know why I don't feel any upward momentum coming. Big money doesn't want Doge. Doge will follow the crypto market. So if Bitcoin's going up, Doge is going to go up. Maybe not at quite the same percentage, but that's generally how the crypto market works. But Doge can go on its own big runs at its own time. And we've seen that many times. Heavy sarcasm. Yep, I thought so too. We'll be back up in a few days. I agree. Don't get shaken out. Is crypto over? Advice for a crypto newbie. You've got $500 you want to buy. Well, today was a good buying opportunity because prices just dipped. So if there's ever a good time to buy in where we are now in the overall market, now is a good time. But that's not financial advice. Life-changing money isn't easy. That's right. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And it would go just how we want it to, but it's not. And that's how crypto investing is. You got to weather the storms. And you won't make great gains if you can't weather an 8% drop. Derek just bought some more Doge. Yep, wise words. Jones bought the dip, taking chances. There is, but you can't get ahead in life if you don't take some chances. You can't get ahead in life. You can do okay. You can have a nice, easy life, right? You work your job, right? 8 to 5, you come home, you have dinner, you watch TV, right? Get up the next morning and you do the same thing, right? 5 days a week. You enjoy your weekends, have your little barbecues out, hang out with your friends, watch some sports, whatever you want to do. It's not a bad life. You are working, though, and you have to continue working. You have to keep your job, so you do whatever you got to do to keep your job, right? But you're going paycheck to pay all your bills. You're paying your rent, or you're paying your mortgage, paying your utilities, paying for the car, all of that. Maybe go out to eat every now and then, put it on your credit card. Hopefully you pay off your credit card at the end of the month, right? For decades, that's how life has been working. But you're set at a certain financial standard, right? Depending on where you are in terms of how much you can get for a salary. Did you go to college or not? Did you know what profession you're in? And then once you're there, you're just kind of stuck there. That's where you are. And that's how life has been for decades and decades and decades. If you're middle class, lower middle class, whatever, that's where your life is. And you can have a happy life. But do you want to go to that next level? Do you want to do something to get out of that level and just take a step up? That's what we're talking about. That's the chance we're talking about. And it does take risk to do that. That's the risk we're talking about. And crypto is that opportunity. That's what I saw. And that's why for the past 2 years, I've been investing heavily in crypto, and I'm up a big amount of money now. And this doesn't shake me out at all. That's my position. And I've been preaching that for a couple of years. I've got a video on my channel from, I don't know, almost 2 years ago called Wealth Building, right? Wealth building. And that's what it was all about, was just what I said. And it does take chances and it does take a little risk. But if you're not in a position to do that, I get that. You're okay. You're okay. That's fine. But don't expect to move up a notch in your financial position in your life, because you won't be able to. And that's life. I had a bunch of limit buys set and about 70% of them hit. You still have some powder on the side, Ace. That's good. Amin bought the dip. After Christmas, the altcoins are going to pop. Maybe. Yeah, you can't do the wish. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, should've. You can't think that way. Because we all could have sold up high and bought in lower, but you never know what's going to happen next. So you can't have that kind of thought in your mind, like I should have done this or I could have done that, because that's not healthy. All you can think about now is what can you do now based on what the chart looks like, because that you can influence. You can't influence what already happened. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. January 20th, again, I don't know, Pablo. It's just one of those things that I'm pointing to. And could it be like a May 8th, 2021 event where Doge just crashes? Or is there enough excitement in buying that the Doge price is going to go up? Is it all going to be pre-run right before it? I don't know yet. But something is building up. And I can already feel it now, a month away. And it could be back up to 45 cents in no time as well. Who is they? Yes, Aiden's world. Who is they? They are the exchanges and the market makers that influence the price directly. That's who they is. That's who they is. And it happens all the time. And that's how all of this leverage gets wiped out. And then as the price is moving down, you then get other retail traders selling because they see all the red candles and they start freaking out. And then the red candles accelerate. And before you know it, you've got an 8% drop. They, them. Yeah, Michael. They, them, right. And even the new leverage trades, they're going to dump it down. They're going to grab those too. This might reinforce the dollar sell-off wall. I agree. And I've really been firm in my conviction that Dogecoin getting over $1 is going to be really hard anyway. And this kind of, little dump here doesn't help, because then you've got, this thing in people's minds like, well, I'm not going to wait for $1.20 now. I'm going to sell at 95 cents. Yeah, every once in a while you got to do the YT block. I know, Ryan. But he's gone. Yeah, he probably bought at 72. I don't know what his problem was, but man, I just... The new leverage positions may be calling it correctly. I sure got scared when it dipped to 35, and now, yeah. Again, we're at 36 cents now. And for Doge, we now have leverage trades at 35.4, 35.3, and 35.2. These are all new leverage trades on Dogecoin. And then Bitcoin, we already saw those as well. Yeah. Before going up and getting the new shorts, they could come down and grab those longs. They, yes, they. And I will keep calling them they. Nathan thanks Jerome for the gift, for the dip. Damien bought another $20,000 of Doge. How did you still have all that cash on the sidelines, Damien? all that cash. Yeah, Drew is joining Momtaz and that other guy that I also deleted. Jay Saint just sold his house and put it all on Doge. Now that's a bold move. That's a risk. That's a risk. The best investment strategy: go into the woods, be a monk, then come back and check your ledger. I was watching this video of this 2013 interview that TechCrunch had with a couple VCs who were investing in Bitcoin, and the price had dumped from like $200 down to like $150 or $130. And the woman who was leading the interview said something like, well, it's a good thing you didn't buy when Bitcoin was at 200 because it's much lower now. And you hear those numbers and you just go, it's a good thing you didn't buy at $200. Bitcoin $200. And you just go, oh man, look what happened. Look what happened. Lots of pumps are built off speculation. Do you see a possibility for Doge to correct back? Not to 20-cent levels. No, I do not. No. We've held in the 30s very strong. We're not going back to 20 cents. Dan says, my mom tried to panic sell, but I canceled her order. Federico, not selling. Starting to sting a little bit. Again, look what's happening now. Volume ticking down. Everything's just calming down. It's okay. This is happening across all of crypto. Yes, Bindi. So this was Doge's. There's Bitcoins. There's ETH. There's Algorand. There's Solana. They're all down. Sheeb down. Litecoin down. VeChain down. XRP, everything. Everything dumped together at the same time. Ethereum Classic, big wick on ETH Classic. So, yep, all across. Tam went shopping. And Jason just buys every day, no matter what the price. But you never get it at the bottom, though, do you, Jason? For each day, right? Doge hasn't done what we expected or hoped for yet. I bet the farm. See how it goes. Witty did a day trade. Going to buy dips. Good luck. Bishop's buying more H-bar. H-bar looks very strong. See, this is the thing about Doge. It's both. People just call it a meme coin, but it is the one that is best as a currency, which is being used at a small scale so far. But the Dogecoin devs have continually been working on all of the things that can help Dogecoin be adopted by businesses in order to readily receive Dogecoin as payment. That's what the Doge box is all about. We've got Doge Express out there. So that's the utility part of it, but most still call it a meme coin. Yep, NASDAQ, S&P down. There's a short target on the liquidation heat map. Yep. I think it'll go back up. Book of Meme is still a flop. Yeah, somebody asked me the other day, what am I talk about all the things that I'm way up on, and I said, well, there's only one that I'm down on, and that was Loop Ring, and I forgot about Book of Meme. So I'm also down on that one as well. But there will be a huge pump at some point in time on it. The last 1 to 2 rounds of shakeout before price surge, maybe. Maybe. Yep, Nate. Just Again, I'll be happy to listen to people talk in a normal manner about why they think the price is going to go lower, but they never do. Just, it's going to dump. That's all I hear. Tell me why. Why do you think that? We could reach 46 cents before January 20th. Sure. And again, we just zoom out back to the daily chart and you just see that, just a little over a month ago, we were at 15 cents. So yeah, this red candle there doesn't look great. Came down, touched the 50-day moving average, and has moved up since then. So, and in fact, that's almost exactly where it dipped to here on the 17th of November. Exactly 1 month ago, we had a wick down on the daily, and it came back up. Yes, it was up higher. It hit 48 cents a couple times. We've got that double top up there. But again, that's a short-term thing in a much larger narrative of the 4-year cycles. You should really buy some Fartcoin. Did Fartcoin have a big drop today too? It's not looking like it. Oh, a little bit. I mean, it had been going up higher already when the dip happened. So how much was its dip? 13%. Well, it just doesn't look a lot because this thing has been so volatile up and down, but it's still pretty high, Brian. It's still pretty high. We look at the 4-hour chart on it and you'll see, yeah, it's still pretty high. But that's how this thing has been trading. Just crazy. But hey, if you want to buy some Fartcoin, no better time to do it than on a dip like today. I'm not buying any of that. This is the dip everyone's been waiting for. Michelle thinks Bitcoin's going to touch back to 90K, where we actually see it moving up over 101 right now. Did not drop below 100. So right now, 100K is looking like pretty strong support. That's what that's looking like. Pretty strong support. Hey, Alistine, you survive another dip today? Yeah, Pengu in support for the Pudgy Penguin NFTs. The crypto fart bubbles. The crypto bubble people actually responded to me on X Twitter. Look at Pengu, back up 37% today. That's in the green. And the BitGet token is in the green. And everything else is red. Except Pengu and BitGet. Everything else is red. So Floki, Bonk, Whiff, Phantom are kind of the double-digit losers. Pengu. The fart coin is gassed. It's still looking strong. People selling now will regret it in the next couple of months. I believe that too. Shame that long leverage takes ages to take out, but short leverage is just a little pump. No, it's the long leverage ones. That's what got taken out today. These weren't around very long. These long leverage trades here were made not even a day ago. Not even a day ago. That's on Doge. And then we go back to Bitcoin. And you can see, these here, $146 million of leveraged longs. And they were only a few hours old. And most of those got taken out. It's a short-term thing, 58% Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance most likely, went up. Because, again, the alts dropped faster than Bitcoin did. So Bitcoin dominance peaks up a little bit. But then again, you zoom out to the daily, and it's still sort of continuing its trend as there was a lot of increased buying in the Bitcoin spot ETFs over the past week, while the altcoins were pretty much kind of going sideways. So Bitcoin dominance was actually already moving up. I expect it to dip down again soon. But that we'll see. Go back to the beginning, William, and you can get caught up on the crash. I covered it in the first 5 minutes of the live stream. So you can just slide the timer just back to the beginning. You panic sold XLM, but then you grabbed more peak. What did peak drop to? Didn't even drop below 50 cents. That's not bad. That's not bad for peak. It had been moving up a bit, 8%, very similar to Doge, but it didn't break 50. The UK needs someone like Trump. I know. All countries can use a Trump or a Malay or a Bukele, right? You need someone who's fearless. The 8 Ball said after January 20th. It did. Without a doubt. Northern Orbit's becoming a bear. Sorry. 2 weeks of red. It's kind of been 4 weeks of going sideways. 5 weeks of going sideways now, overall. That's what it's been. We're in this box here. You can just say we've been in that box for 5 weeks. Couple little blips above, couple little blips below, but essentially in that box for 5 weeks. I can actually delete those channel markers, and we'll just use the sideways. So I look at that and I say, okay, that's our support right there, and we hit it again. And so now we're going to move back up, just like we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times before. Every time we had a dip, Doge rose back up. So that's looking pretty strong to me. That shows really strong support here. For those just joining, we were referencing this article here from this afternoon from Decrypt about the price drops after the Federal Reserve cut rates. And you would think, well, that should be a good thing. You cut rates, that's a good thing, right? Helps businesses borrow money to grow and expand and do all those things. But then Jerpow said that the central bank would cut interest rates at a slower pace in the new year. And that freaked everybody else out. They didn't say they were going to raise rates. That would have freaked everyone out big time. Then there'd be a big dip. But they're just going to slow down the pace. They're going to be cautious. They were going to be cautious anyway. We all knew that. Doge Viking Norway was just gifted a membership by Harry. Well, Norway, you've been around a long time. Congratulations. You're now a member of the channel, courtesy of Harry. Harry, thank you for being so generous. That's awesome. Yep, it's all a lot of FUD. I agree. I don't know what pangolin is, Josh. I know, we've been here for years. Well, some of us have. Some are newer. Get a little freaked out today. Yeah, I don't know what MJ's deal is and why he just keeps coming back. But, and of course, Knock Stars as well, another one of our bears. Biden feels like he's been in this office forever. He looks like it too. Are you still a bear today, Knock Stars? Being more of a bear? Today is another example of dollar cost averaging for the win. I agree with that. Doesn't make sense they'd overreact and impulse sell millions of dollars. Strategic? Maybe. Maybe it was all set up to flush out a bunch of traders. You never know what goes on behind the doors. You never know. There's still so much evidence coming out. They stole the election. We should have never had to deal with Biden. There's going to be a lot of evidence of a lot of things coming out. And in fact, people in the current administration, bureaucracy, are frantically shredding and deleting digital files and doing all of that. That's going on. And Biden is like pardoning everybody. Everybody gets a pardon. Viking Norway has decided to be generous and re-gift memberships. Mavel, Ross, Basama, Will, Sasha, 5 memberships. Viking, thank you. So generous. Adds more to our expanding KrissPax family. I try and keep things real, taters. Trying to keep things real. Biden purposely tanked it, or Jerome Powell did? Jonesing. Maybe Jerome Powell, because he doesn't like Trump. Yeah, I don't know, Mars, again, about January 20th. Could go either way. Could be a big pump or a big dump. We just have no idea. But it's still a month away. The USDC people are grinning. That's what I was saying earlier, Benny. Like, what one guy can do. Exactly. One guy with a couple words. Trillions of dollars gone. So do I think we're all good? Well, I mean, you know, we're still kind of in a tenuous position here. And I think the drop is still bullish long term. I do. Zooming out and looking at the 4-year cycles. I do. I have a really good 4-year cycle chart, actually, in a bookmark as well. Let me see how low it is here. It wasn't an Ali one. It was this one, Dima Potts. So this was the Dima Potts one from September. So this is when Dogecoin was only at 10 cents. And Dima was saying, look, we're in the same position in mid-September as where we were in mid-September of 2021 and where we were I mean, he called out March of 2017, but I actually went back into 2016 and called that first pump, the one we had back here in 2016. But then we had this long extended sideways until we got into 2017 for the next two pumps. However, the point was 4-year cycles, and every 4 years, a very similar thing happens, and then we have 3 pumps. The price goes up. And then after that, we have this long extended 3-year downwards trend that always has a pump or two in it, but the trend is always down. And what Dima was calling out here, and again, this was just, September, 3 months ago. While Doge was at 10 cents, Dima was saying, we're getting ready for the same thing to happen on the 4-year cycles. And then we've had the first of 3 pumps. Now, are there going to be 2 more pumps? Not guaranteed, but it has happened before. So for those that think 48 cents was it, and now Doge is going to drop back down to 10 cents, could it? Sure, possibly it could. But that's not what the whole cycle is telling me, as well as global liquidity is growing and anticipation in crypto does help crypto prices overall. That does happen. We might be all blasted into the shadow realm. Flushing out retail investors, there is some of that. A lot of people like to say, yep, so the institutions can buy in at lower prices, although I don't buy that with Doge as much. That's more of a Bitcoin thing maybe, but I blame Gary Gensler. There's a rumor Elon's going to start an unwoke search engine. That's been going around for a while because people have been pointing out, like when you do a Google search on something, that the results tend to be very left-leaning. Yep. Thank you, Heather. Appreciate it. Bindi learned from the previous dip to 36 not to sell. I think we're going to get rewarded for that. Yep, Doge touched the 50-day. I think that says Doge. Can't tell. Why did the stock market crash, Ivan? To go back to the beginning. Just take the slider and go back to the beginning and listen to the first 5 minutes of this live stream. I covered it all then. When sell, Daweed, when sell, that is what we're going to be looking at in 2025. And it's not going to be any one day, but we're going to be selling over a period of time. Again, that's what I'm doing. Where do I get my charts? This is tradingview.com. It's a website. Anybody can use it. I don't pay for any extras on mine. Where do you get the leverage money chart? That is CoinGlass. This is coinglass.com. There's the little symbol in the corner here, coinglass.com. And you just go over and you do and look at the liquidation menu right there. All free. Nothing you need to pay for here. Not the bull market you were hoping for yet, David. And newbies are okay, Josh. They've got to live through this. And they've got to understand what the overall market is, what the overall picture is. And go through it. Learn it. Love it. Look at the shorts. Big shorts up here. Big shorts on Bitcoin. $175 million of shorts at 102.6. Let's go get them, guys. Let's go get them. Yeah, I mean, what else is Powell going to say if somebody asks him about crypto? That's not, the Fed isn't involved. Yeah, peak hit 50 cents, just about. But that's not bad. Yeah, I don't know. Again, somebody earlier asked 14, and just 14, just you don't have to worry about it. It's not going down there. Great time to buy more Doge. The whales manipulating? Whales could have been involved in this. I don't know. This looks more like market makers. Tony's out. I don't know if that's a joke, but sorry. Right. Don't panic, Marcel says. Buy on the dips. Enjoy the future profits. Do the miners make more coins? No, it's still the same inflation. It's still 10,000 coins every minute. Doesn't change whether the price is up or down. It's still 10,000 Doge every minute. Next leg, they're going to take some profits. My first slice of taking profits at 42 cents is not looking too bad now, is it? I don't know. But it's not looking too bad. But I pack that in and book it. Again, just reduce my risk. Bitcoin went down 4.5%, Jay Bella. Alts went down. Some didn't go down 4%, like HBAR didn't. HBAR actually was pretty minimal, I think, right? No, that was 8%. I take that back. That was 8%. Matt, yeah, it's naming that government officials thing Doge is not pumping Dogecoin. That's what I meant. Elon is not going to pump Dogecoin. Not right now. I don't know what nuke is. Yeah. This is the opportunity the whales want to make their millions. The whales will all buy and it'll shoot back up. Yeah, I don't see that happening yet. Too many people depending on crypto gains, not smart. Yeah, if you're over leveraged into crypto and it really, I mean, you get really anxious when there's a dip because it's going to hurt you financially, then you've done something wrong. You should not be in that position where an 8% dip in the market is going to cause you to totally freak out because you're not going to be able to make a utility payment, a rent payment, a car payment, or something. Not healthy. The FOMC was the final boss battle. I like that toss. Final boss battle. Looks like the pullbacks are smaller percentage each cycle. That appears to be what you're having. Yeah. Between 2017 to 2021 and now 2024 into 2025, they're not as bad. Right. We have to be patient and wait days. Melvin. Exactly. Exactly. Well, HBAR, it does look strong, Andy, but we did see it also went down 8% this afternoon. Bindy's birthday. Well, if you had some money on the side and were ready to buy on a dip, then it was a gift for you to buy some. Michael Saylor's going to buy a huge chunk of Bitcoin. Save us all. When does Walmart accept Doge? Not until after Doge is a currency on X will we start seeing mass adoption like that. 90% of your worth is in Doge. That is not healthy. Just trying to get caught up in the chat. I'm way behind. Way behind. Jay Bella just keeps posting the same thing over and over again. Buy BTC only. Don't buy alts. Money can be made all over. All over. It's raining in the UK, Steve. Yeah, we're going to have rain on and off all week here. Budweiser time. I was drinking earlier this afternoon as at my office Christmas party. Had a couple of Modelos. The Modelos were nice. Nice. Ha ha ha. Yes, we looked at Bitcoin dominance. We know we've been talking about that for a couple days now. What's going on with Bitcoin dominance? Cash Money from Chow Snake. Shout out. Don't have that kind of attitude here, Jay Bella. Not healthy. Hit some likes, everybody. Hit the like. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to KrissPax channel. I think we're over 16,000 subs now. So channel's growing. We're having a good time. You got Jasmine at 3.7 cents. Remember when it was over 5 just not long ago? Powell hinted at good PCE numbers for Friday. Something to look forward to. It's always the longers that get liquidated. The shorters have like an 80% win ratio. It takes them a while, but then once things start moving, the shorts go. But ask the 8 ball if we're having fun. Okay, Ryan. Ron, there it is. Magic 8 ball. We are asking the magic 8 ball. Are we having fun? Good question. Are we having fun, guys? What is the Magic 8 Ball going to say about that? Magic 8 Ball says, my sources say no. My sources say no. The Magic 8 Ball. My sources say no. That 8 Ball does tend to be right on. Again, yet again, the Magic 8 Ball nails it. Right? Sources say. Exactly. Oh, that Magic 8 Ball is so on. There it is. Yeah, 16,000 subs. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, we're all glad the Mom Taz is gone. Sheeb chart. The Sheeb's doing the same thing as Doge. Exactly the same. Dip down to 24. Actually, it did hit support right here. Doge is a little lower than support, but Sheeb did hit our support line at 24.2. And that's where we are right now with Sheeb. Doge dipped a little bit below 36.5 that I had as support. My December price prediction. Well, if you remember from the beginning of the year, my December price prediction was 29 cents. So on December 1st, because we were all feeling very bullish, I said 60 to 69. And 69 again, just because it's a great number, 69. But that's not looking great right now. Doge dominance. So Doge dominance is 1.55 now. Again, Doge went down 8%, Bitcoin went down 4%. So a little dip in Doge dominance. We'll get back to 2. Yeah, we're waiting on the catalyst, right? And like I said, I didn't think we would be seeing one in December. I thought, though, we would have a Santa rally still. Good vibes in a bull market, but not the big pump yet. Is the Asian market going to grab some bargains tonight? I don't know. They could pump it. Pump it. And we're still up on profit compared to your money sitting in a bank. Thank you, Derek, for adding that clarity. If instead of investing in crypto, Bitcoin, Doge, whatever, your money was sitting in a bank, you're doing much better. Of course, it always depends on when you bought in, though. If you just bought in recently at 48 cents, again, you were buying on the green candles at the top, which is what I say not to do. What not to do. Market makers, exchanges, yes. Sometimes the market makers are separate companies the exchanges hire in order to do their market making. They don't actually work directly for the exchange. Some. Check the yearly chart. Let's do that. I have not looked at the yearly chart in a long time. Look at that. I got to get rid of this purple box. We don't need that anymore. There's the yearly chart. Look at 2021 and the big wick all the way up to 73 cents and all the way back down. And it ended the year at 17 in 2021. That's interesting. 2022 was red. 2023 was actually green. And here we are, 2024, bold green candle. Thanks, Cheeseburger. Well, that helped. That made my day. Look at that. That is a pretty good looking chart right there. The Dogecoin yearly chart. Wow. And remember the gift we had earlier this year? It's that wick. It's the wick at the bottom of the green candle. That was the gift we had this summer, where you could buy Doge for less than 10 cents. If that doesn't give you some positive vibes, wow. Let's look at Bitcoin's yearly chart. Oh, get rid of that. Clean up some of these things. But yeah, big green candle for Bitcoin. Interesting. Thanks for calling that out. Doge trying to hold 36 cents. I pump Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after. Bitcoin as a reserve for Doge. Enrico, we've been talking for the past week about what to look for, when to sell. And when it's dipping is not the time to sell. But again, that's not financial advice. Yeah, I blocked him. K&D is in the house. Awesome. I think we're hugging that support right now. 35.5. When there's blood in the streets, buy. I know Bohm is not looking healthy, Jonathan. Not looking healthy. So it was Moreno's fault. Moreno bought Doge and then it dumped. So it's all his fault. I do hold SHIB in my portfolio. Yes, Fifi. Fifi's Vij. I do hold SHIB, just waiting for that next huge pump, and then I'm selling it and booking my profit. And I'm done with SHIB. We know, Jay Bella, that Bitcoin has a bigger market cap than Doge. We know that. But again, if you look over the history from 2014, Dogecoin has outperformed Bitcoin. Every 4 years, Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin. And that most of that outperformance is in the last year of the bull market. And then when it flips over to the bear market, Bitcoin outperforms Dogecoin and consistently does it for 3 years. But then things turn around and Doge takes off again. Now is the time for Doge to take off. It's outperforming Bitcoin. Let's take a look at how this looks right now. Let's go year-to-date percentage, right? Year to date, Bitcoin 138%. Year to date, Bitcoin 138%, Jay Bella. Dogecoin is up 304% year to date. You tell me, in 2024, which coin is outperforming which? Here it is. Bitcoin 138%, Dogecoin 300% year to date. I'm just saying. Now, the previous 2 years, Bitcoin outperformed Dogecoin, but they were in the bear market years. But now we're turning around in bull market, Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin. It happens every 4 years and does so at such a greater percentage that it overcomes the previous 3 years where Bitcoin outperforms Doge. It happens every 4 years, where overall from 2014, Dogecoin has outperformed Bitcoin on a percentage basis. That's just the way it is. So my advice, you buy Bitcoin in 2026 and then you sell it into Doge in 2028. That's what you do. You flip it back into Doge. And that's how you keep making money. All right, I got to get caught up here. in the chat here. Sally's Dream. And amazing shopping spree time right now. Getting another chance to buy. Christmas shopping. Get some Doge. Get some Doge for all your friends. Hand them out as Christmas shopping. You can also buy some Doge related merch in the Kriss store, which I do have a link to in the description below. If you are interested in getting something for Christmas for somebody. We've got hats, men's and women's shirts, short sleeve, long sleeve, tanks, hats. We've got baby clothes. If you have a baby in the family, you want to get a onesie with a cool Doge on it, supporting Dogecoin. I also have some Bitcoin stuff on here too. So for those like Jay Bella, where you just want to get a Bitcoin shirt, a Bitcoin onesie for your little niece or nephew, you can do Bitcoin as well. And I have that as well. So great time to buy some gifts. Check it out in the Kriss store. Link in the description below for Christmas. For Christmas. Norris bought some more Doge. I know. Doge is up 300% this year, Louise. You don't believe it until you see it, and then you're like, oh yeah, right. Julio, new to crypto. I'm investing $2,000 a month in Bitcoin. Good time to buy right now? What I say, Julio, is you buy on the red candles. You don't buy when the green candles are shooting up. Again, not financial advice. That's what I do. Seems to work pretty well. Do you always get the top when you sell? No. Do you always get the bottom when you buy? No. But generally, it tends to work better than buying up on the green candles. Exactly, Jay Bella. But again, many exchanges don't do the actual trading themselves. They hire a company to be the market maker. That's all I'm saying. It can be someone else besides the exchanges. So I always say exchanges and market makers. It covers them all. But yes, that's exactly what happens. Whoever does not honor the dip is not worthy of the pump. Now, MJ spitting facts there. Spitting facts. Other than Doge, which two tokens are a good buy? They're all good buys. They're all in the red. You want to get some algo at 37 cents? Wasn't too long ago when algo was much higher too. It was up here at 61 cents. And now it's at 37. It's almost the same price as Dogecoin, but it was much higher just a few weeks ago. Its support is at 34.7. It's now at 37. It just seems to look like a good time. And Jasmine also had a big dip. Someone else just bought some Jasmine down here. It was up here at 5.8 cents. And that was, again, just about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, there's some good buying opportunities out there. Again, if you're a believer in the 4-year cycles and you think everything is going to do well in 2025, then sure. Yeah. You can't enjoy the rips without the dips. Indeed. And Bitcoin is still over 100K. Remember that when that was a dream. Exactly. And it's holding above 100K. Buy high, sell low to avoid taxes. Well, there you go, right? There you go. Machine joined. Hey, Machine, welcome. You are a channel member. Awesome. Awesome. All right. It's not a bear market. That's right. I'm calling 2026 bear market. Yep, this is the time to be buying alts if you want to increase your percentage gains over the next year. Not guaranteed that that's going to happen, but that's how it works. There's blood in the streets. Yep. Use the dip to buy 80,000 Doge. Nice, lifelong. I'm telling everybody, J Bella. Send Doge as gifts. That'd be awesome. Get people a MyDoge wallet. Get them set up on their phone with a MyDoge wallet and just gift them some Doge. Zach, just take the timer and go all the way back to the beginning of the live stream, and then you can join in after. Just watch the first like 5 minutes. ETH is performing strangely this cycle. Well, first, it is up 60% roughly year to date. 60%. That's not great. 60%. Solana's up 100, XRP's up 278. Again, Doge 302, and ETH is 60. Not great. We were battling with the $4,000 up here. Couldn't hold. Overall, we're still in an upward trend, though. Since November. We're still in this upward trend. I've got to like adjust a little bit here, but looks like we've dipped just below that line. We can adjust it a little bit. But it's slow and steady for ETH. It's slow and steady. It looks like it's up more, but it's not. It's slow and steady for ETH. But still showing positivity, but couldn't hold over 4,000. Until it does that and it starts going on a run, then you'll know it's really alt season. But ETH is being stubborn. Definitely being stubborn. We need to see some big green candles on Doge, that's for sure. XLM. Haven't looked at XLM today. See what it looks like. So its dip today was 9%, 10%. So a little bit worse, but it's kind of doing the same thing after the dip, just kind of hanging around up and down, following the market. Same. Little dancing dip. Crypto reminds me of my gal. If I can't handle her at her craziest, I don't deserve her at her finest. Nice, Goose. If Doge went to $1.50, Yeely asks, will I sell all my Doge? I would keep some. I would still keep some, even at $1.50. I will never sell all my Doge. Even at $1.50, I wouldn't sell it all. I'll always keep some. Actually, that's the best time to use Dogecoin as a currency to buy things, is when it's up at $1.50. Yeah, you keep some Doge and you use that to buy things, especially if you bought it like at 2 cents like I did. It's like, yeah. Buy high, never sell. Tony. You like the trucker hat machine? Like the trucker hat. You're going to get one with the Bitcoin on it, right? I bet you get the one with the Bitcoin on it. Kev Capital thinks we're going lower. That's easy to say. Can you buy Doge in a Doge wallet? There are some wallets that you can buy from. I don't know which wallet you're talking about. You talk about the MyDoge wallet itself? Can you actually buy Doge on it? I don't think so. I haven't tried. Buy Doge direct to your wallet. You can use a credit card, a bank, or Apple Pay to buy Dogecoin directly into MyDoge. Right there. You can buy directly using anything in that yellow box there. So you don't even need an exchange. You just use the MyDoge wallet. You buy some Doge with your credit card, and then you've got Doge in your MyDoge wallet. You can also connect directly to your Robinhood account with that button. They just added that. You can connect to Robinhood directly with your MyDoge wallet. Huh. How about that? I didn't know you could just use your credit card and buy Doge directly from MyDoge wallet. Huh. Love the store, Ivan. Cool stuff. And Jag, why do you think it's going to plummet? That's what I want to know. All the bears are the same. ADA below $1. 97 cents right now. Get you some Cardano. What Link had been going up a lot. So $24 still. As we zoom out on the Link chart, and you'll see that Link went on this huge run. Our support was down here at $20, like 1957 right here. That was our support line. And we're way above it at 24. Because Link went on these massive runs twice already in December. But Cardano, where's my Cardano chart again? But Cardano, we're almost back down to our support line. 93 cents. Watch out. The pudgy penguins. Yeah. You're going to pay child support in Doge. As long as you're doing it legally. I feel like a lot of investors are waiting for the next administration. I can believe that. There's also a lot of uncertainty about it too. This whole government efficiency thing and cutting jobs and tariffs and what impact on the economy that might have. There's some fears out there. There are some fears out there. Yeah, you can buy in Ledger using Ledger Live. I just don't do it because I use my Ledger for hardware storage. I don't want this plugged in, and I don't want Ledger Live connecting to anything. I don't want to risk it. I've got too much crypto sitting on this thing that I don't want to risk it. So I'm not buying and selling on Ledger. Just too many hackers out there, and I'm just not going to give them a chance. You knew Cardano would revisit $1, and now you've got your gift. Yeah, maybe Jay Bella should start his own channel. I agree. The old told you so kind of thing is just, I don't like that. I told you it would do this, Kriss. I was just like, go start your own channel then. This is my channel. I'm not seeing 33 cents right now, Dylan, on a dip. Doesn't mean it won't do it, but I'm not seeing it. What do I think about Crow? Yeah, Kronos is, again, also just recently went on a big run here. So it's fallen right back to support. 17.2. That's kind of how Crow goes, though. Up and down, up and down. But Doge is being stubborn down here. There's a fee for every sell and buy. Probably. Robinhood doesn't have a fee, but you don't always get the best price on Robinhood when you do a market order, which is the default, and they kind of hide the limit order where it is. You got to do a little pull down in the upper right-hand corner to get to the limit orders because they want you to buy market. That's where they make their money. Doge in play to go to 26 cents. We need a daily candle close. You're one of those. Okay. I don't believe in that daily candle stuff. It's just a point in time. It's going to go up. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. $14 minutes until the daily close. Now we're down to like 11 minutes. I got no cash going Sala. I have no cash. I'm all in. I'm just riding the waves now. I'm riding the waves. Grazie from Michael. Every rate cut is the same. Whales remove Doge from exchanges. Price goes down. After the rate cut, whales move Doge back up. Can't fault that. Today on my new crypto channel, we will watch Doge go up or down. Right. There is that. So that's a great point. Probably before January 20th, I'm going to be transferring some of my crypto back onto exchanges. Just in case the 18th, 19th, 20th, there's some crazy price action on Doge. I already have a chunk of it back on exchanges. After that, we'll see how the price action is, but in actuality, it doesn't take that long to transfer. Like to Coinbase. Robinhood generally takes a little longer the way Robinhood works. Coinbase is faster to transfer back onto. But yeah, I will be transferring back on. Got to be ready. It's when you're staking and you need to unstake that you have to watch for, because some of your tokens may have like a 7-day, may take 7 days to unstake. Some even have a 28-day unstake time period. So you have to look at that if you have any staking on any of your tokens that you plan on selling, and you need to get them unstaked. You think when the Asian market opens, we're going to pump? that 9 more minutes? 9 more minutes is the end of the day. I don't know if that's truly Asian market time. That might be a little later. So Corey, just scroll back to the very beginning of the live stream, and I covered that in the first 5 minutes of the live stream. And then you can scroll it back up to present time and rejoin us. Yeah, you should start your own channel, Jay Bella. You seem to have this whole thing down. You got a 32-cent support on the daily. You should start your own YouTube channel. It sounds like you'd be good. AskVid didn't like me. Too bad. Do you have to transfer back to the same exchange you bought it at? No, you don't. I could take the Doge that I bought on Robinhood, transfer to Ledger, and then I could send that to Coinbase if I wanted to and sell it on Coinbase. Most likely what I'm going to do. But I haven't decided that yet. I like A1 with my stakes. Doge going up could just be as simple as positive market sentiment and hope for Doge, being used in the future. Any little hint of that always helps Dogecoin. The big moves are going to be like the real use case. Tesla, X, or who knows, something else that we don't even know of yet could help Doge. There's so many coins, Fabio, you're right. The crypto market now is so spread out, particularly with memes. So with Doge, there's a lot of competition for your dollars. All these Pengu, Popcat, Peanut the squirrel, all of that stuff. That all does take away from Doge. Yeah, on Robinhood, if you go to buy crypto and you just go to the main page for Dogecoin, all you see is a market order. They just ask you how many Doge you want to buy or what price or how much money you want to spend. That's all it asks you. But you go into the top right corner and there's a little menu thing I don't remember, you click or swipe down on it, and then you get choices, and one of them is limit order. You choose that, and then you can choose the exact price. So that if you want to buy at 35.5, let's say, for Doge, then you just set your limit order at 35.5. And then once Doge gets down to 35.4 or 35.3, eventually it'll fill your order at 35.5. Because that's how Robinhood works. When you see 35.5 on the screen, it won't fill your order. It'll wait till it goes down to something a little lower, and then eventually it'll fill your order. That's Robinhood. But you don't pay a fee. There's no fee. Where is everyone buying it? 35.5? It only hit it once so far, and that was on the big dip right there on that wick down. It never hit 35 though. It got down to about 35.1. Any chance once you make big money, can you buy Snoopy a nice high-end chair? We'll figure out what we do with Snoopy. This is Black Friday for crypto. Later, Jay. Bye-bye. Yeah, maybe he owns Coinbase. Right, Jeremy, exactly. We were just showing that. Everything's down. Those people saying Doge is dead, it's like, have you looked at other cryptos today? There's a lot of them that are up, they're down a lot more. Algorand, Harmony One, Litecoin, VeChain, XRP, Sia, Crow, Avalanche, Link, The Graph, Stacks, Fetch, Jasmy, Cadena, Luna, even the old Luna, Pepe, they're all down more than Dogecoin today. We just happen to be Doge specific here, and people like to come here and complain. Lil Jet, should you buy more Dogecoin? Let's all kick Jerome Powell. Let's give him a big virtual boot, right? Jerome Powell. I should have made a Jerome Powell head for an emoji. That's what I should have done. A big Jerome Powell head. Right. There's no turning back. Crypto's here. Crypto's not going anywhere. Now, Kriss, crypto is considered a risk-on asset, and so it is going to be more volatile trading than the stock market. And today was one of those days. We know what the risks are, but we know what the rewards have been and what they can be. I'm not sleeping on Doge. I'm not selling my Doge. I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out. Bitcoin just touched 100K. Is Bitcoin going to be able to hold 100K? It just touched it. Thank you, Heather. We're having fun here. We're trying to, even though the Magic 8 Ball said that we weren't having fun. But we are. Oh, did I ban you? I'm sorry. Are you going to behave yourself now? Because if you do and you have something interesting to add and you don't call me names, you'll be all right. So let's keep it real, shall we? Right, and stocks are down as well. What does Christian Valle mean here? Everyone's talking, but nobody's buying. Ha ha, you're lose, my friends. I don't get that. You got in at 27 cents, not really trying to buy more unless it goes down. Nothing wrong with that. But when it goes to 60 cents and you've doubled your money, then you're going to be like, yeah, maybe Kriss was right. Maybe Kriss was right. Replace the Gary emoji with Powell. I'll do that on January 20th. That's what I'll do. Show them the 5-year. I can't do a 5-year chart. I can do 1 year at the most. See, that's just dumb stuff now already. I'm not telling people to buy. I never tell people to buy. I've never told people to buy. And Doge is not the Hawk Tua. Oh man, you come back under a new name and you're already on me. Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh man. Oh, sorry, my finger slipped. Oh, I don't know what happened. My finger slipped. Santaz is gone. Oh, bummer. Right before Christmas, too. Right before Christmas. What a shame. What a shame. I know. The bears come back on the red days. The trolls, right? They only come back on the red days now. Oh, gosh. Ryan is telling people to buy, but I can't. Exactly. Felicia. I know, Daydream. I don't know what happened there. Just clicked. Yeah, I'll be back under another name. On the next red day, there'll be a new name. Kind of tough to hide under a new name when you act like that, though. It was pretty obvious, wasn't it? It was pretty obvious that he just he can't help himself. Will Doge go up by Christmas? Yeah, why not? Let's have some Christmas cheer with some green candles for the next week. That would be awesome. And I'm still waiting on that guy. Until they say something personal that I don't like. The rest of the time, it's okay. I don't mind having a dialogue. If someone thinks the price is going to go down, that'll be fine. Just don't call me names. So, how much do you think Doge could go at this bull run all-time high? So that'll be a video, Corey, that I'm going to do on January 1st. I'm going to do my 2025 outlook, which will have my bull run all-time high. Do you think the bull run will still follow 4-year cycle? Yes. There's nothing that I've seen yet that invalidates the 4-year cycles. They're still on. So I say yes, it's going to continue to follow the trend. Emotional trading. Yeah. You can't be emotional. You got to be like a robot. Set your rules, follow them. Bear Taz. Bear Taz. Fabio, I didn't see your previous question. Sorry. I already got one of your questions. I didn't see what your next one was. Ask it again. I'm not even looking at my cryptos right now. I only look at them because I do the show. Really, I mean, I've got a lot invested, yes. I always keep my eye on what's going on. But I particularly pay attention when prices are moving a lot. So, yeah, my finger slipped, like I said. AJ is talking and not buying when he should be simple. Thanks, Corey. Yeah, the whole bull market thesis and what's going to happen in 2025 and how that plays out. It's going to take me a little time to do that. And so between Christmas and New Year's, I'll have some time to put together a good video on January 1st. So now, with that out of the way, that's a good name, the Snipers. I think the dip is only beginning. We'll probably go up sometime in February. January tends to be brutal for crypto markets on post-halving years. January tends to be brutal for the crypto market on post-halving years. So let's look at first Doge. So post-halving, last cycle, Doge went up 711% post-halving. Interesting. Snipers. January tends to be brutal for the crypto markets on post-halving years. The halving was in 2020, post-halving 2021, and Doge went up 700%. We don't know, right? And especially with Dogecoin, Doge can go up crazy at any time, like it did in January of 2021. So, brutal January for whoever is not in Doge, especially 2021. We can also look at, let me do this because I don't have that open. It's the Bitcoin monthly returns chart. And we can look at that one. And we can see what Bitcoin did. In 2021, Q1, Bitcoin is up 100%. Monthly 2021, Bitcoin was up 14% post-halving year. So Bitcoin was also in the green in January post-halving year. All right, so we have confirmed that, snipers. Yeah, he did. He called me a liar. Called me a liar, hurt my feelings. Gamblers are crying salty tears tonight. Hey, if you did leverage trading, that's on you. I didn't tell you to leverage trade. And I agree with Michael Vick here. Elon will not turn his back on us. He won't. As a Doge community, we can help our coin by telling others about it. And you can gift it. Apparently directly on a MyDoge. You can just have them open up a MyDoge app and download it, start their own Doge wallet, and gift them some Doge. Yeah, I'm betting a new home on a bull run, Bill. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's how much faith and confidence I have. Risky? Sure. But like I said earlier in the stream, you obviously weren't here. If you want to take that step up on the financial ladder, you have to take a risk. Otherwise, you continue at the financial position you're in, working your 5-day-a-week, 40-hour-a-week, whatever it is job, right? To make enough money to make your rent payments or your mortgage payments, right? You make your credit card payments, make your car payments, and you never get out of the financial rut. Slowly, I've been working my way out of my own financial rut. I now have no credit card debt. I now have a car that's new, completely paid off. And the last thing I've got is this house. And I want to be free of the mortgage. And we would like to get a nicer house. Now, today, I could sell everything and buy a new house. No problem. We would like something a little nicer. So I've got a little nicer goal here. And following the 4-year cycles, I believe Dogecoin is going to be higher in 2025 than it is right now. And same with probably every other cryptocurrency is going to be higher in 2025 than it is now. So honey, go back to the very beginning of the live stream. In the first 5 minutes, I covered that. First 5 minutes of the live stream. Daydream, you told the family to buy in, they'd rather stay out. And tell you how to invest. Oh, that's the best part, isn't it? They're not even in the game, but yet they tell you what to do. I love that. You put more into Bohm and Jasmine. I would probably buy some BOEM at 007 because I already bought in at like 0099 to lower my average because I'm down a little bit. But you were reading today some crypto expert predicting Doge to hit $30. That ain't no expert. That's just someone who's putting fancy lines on a chart to show something completely unrealistic so they can get clicks. That's what that is. Anyone who says Dogecoin is down needs only back out their view. Exactly. This is like we're so far up where we were in October. Where were we 2 months ago? Exactly 2 months ago, on October 18th, we were at a price of 12 cents. So we're up 178% in 2 months, even at this price right now, not even counting the stuff in the 40s. Still up. Trend, join the channel. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the KrissPax channel membership. You bought a ledger too, need to see how it works, see how it can move. Can I even use it for newer tokens? Just check Ledger Live and see whether whatever you're thinking about that's new is supported or not. I don't buy new tokens. I bought Peak, but I'm holding that on crypto.com. I'm not planning on moving that over to a ledger. Fabio, they would not support BTC buy hold and the market fell. I don't know what that means. When do you think the bull market will start slowing? January 1st, 80 million votes. January 1st. I'll be putting that video out about next year when I see the bull market slowing down. You got in at 24 cents. That's how you're feeling. Things aren't looking bad. A lot of it does depend on when you buy in. That can change how you think about things. If you bought in at 42, 44 cents, and we're now sitting at 36 cents, you're down. And so you have a much more negative view of the price now because you're in the red. But again, if you've been dollar cost averaging, buying in over the past 2 years, you have a much lower average. And so a day like today doesn't bother you as much. Harry gifted another membership, and it went to Challenge Accepted. Challenge Accepted is now a member of the channel. Awesome. Thank you, Harry. Your challenge is complete. You all will be rewarded with Dogecoin from me. Theodora, super chat. You held Doge for 3 years and now at profit. Bought more this year. This year's coins are at a loss overall, but I'm up. Can I sell this year's and get a tax right? So first, I assume you live in the United States. So my answer will be based on you living in the United States. The Doge you sell, if you sell it all, it'll all get averaged. If you sell only half of it, the stuff you bought at the beginning will be the first stuff you sell, first in, first out. Let's say you bought it on Robinhood. I don't know where you bought it, right? So you'll pay a capital gains tax on that. And the more recent stuff that you bought that you're now negative on, if you continue to hold it, that won't be a write-off. That'll just still be in your on your app, you know, in the exchange. If you sell it all averages out. And I don't know, based on the stuff that's in profit versus the stuff that's in a loss, does it all even out to zero? Or because if you sell it all, it'll all average out. So you just have to add it all up. Hey, MTB. Elon and Vivek are making good on the Doge name already. Is the spending bill not going to get passed? I haven't heard that definitively. That huge bill that has all of those special interest projects that Congress jams into these omnibus bills at the last minute, and Congress doesn't have enough time to read through line by line because they need to get it done before they break for Christmas, kind of thing, which is just a joke. And yeah, and Vivek and Elon are calling him on it. Big time. Big time. It's like, you're going to spend all this money. It's a waste. It's a huge waste. If the Republicans all vote in tandem to block the bill, it'll get blocked. But if some Republicans, because they have some special interest or they want to appease some voters back home on a particular pork barrel thing that they're going to get some money from, Trump's not going to be happy. Trump will not be happy, which means that person is probably going to lose their seat. And they know it because they know what the Trump effect is. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I just called him Michael Vick. Yeah, he's a coach now at some small school. Why not? Doing the Deion Sanders thing. If it works for him, great. You're going to order some Doge t-shirts? Awesome. Switch. This year end, I'll choose 5 people I know. If they want to get Doge wallet, I'll give them $20 each in Doge. That's a great gift. Who is we? That's we and Ms. KrissPax. Them is we. Me and her. Me and her. We're getting a house. Thank you, Scott. We'll get there. I'm going to try and max it out as best I can over the next few months. This is my 100-day plan in 2025. It gets me from January 1st to the middle of April. And within those 100 days, right now is what I'm targeting. Because the whole, sell in May and go away kind of thing, I'm probably not going to be holding most of my crypto into the summer. Now, there have been some summers when the crypto markets have done okay. Wait, maybe we can look at Dogecoin. 2021, though, was look at May, June, and July in 2021. Down, down, down. Do I want to suffer another summer of down? And last year, June, July, and August, 21%, down 1.8, down 16.9. Do I want to suffer through that? Nope, I don't. And we can look at Bitcoin as well. And we can look at 2021. Look at down 35% in May, down like 6% in June. I don't want to suffer through that. No, thank you. So this is just my plan and what I'm doing. It may not be the max. It may not be the high for the year. But for me and what we want to do, that's my plan. If I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons with Elon Musk, what kind of character would you play? I don't play D&D. I don't. Is Elon on my team? Because I'd rather have him on my team because he's a winner. I don't want to be against him. I want him on my team. In whatever we do, Elon's on my team. Yeah, Christian, I've been around a few years. I've done a lot of stock investing over the years. I got into crypto in 2021. So been through the last bull market and then the following bear. So I'm not as knowledgeable as a lot of people in crypto who've been with Bitcoin, for 10 plus years, but I've done enough other trading. And when I first started my YouTube channel, it was about swing trading and stocks. And then I tried to adopt that into crypto. I learned a lot trying to swing trade crypto early in 2021. And it was hard. I learned a lot though. And that's where I got into the whole 4-year cycle thing. And that's how I developed all of my sort of philosophies on investing in crypto. And I do have to say, made a bold move a couple of years ago to get me to the point where I can invest heavily into crypto. And I've been profiting very well so far. So that has all worked. And for those who are just new, and especially if you're young, I think we're still so early in digital assets, cryptocurrency, how this is all going to play out in the future, that you're getting into something early. And you may look at Bitcoin's price at 100,000 and say, gee, I wish I could have bought back in 2013 at $100. But there were a lot of challenges back then and huge unknowns about buying Bitcoin in 2013. And it was really hard to buy too. There weren't exchanges like there were today. There weren't wallets like there are today. The wallets were convoluted and you had to do almost like programming and stuff to get the wallets to, all kinds of challenges. So much easier today. But is Bitcoin going to go to $1 million? We don't know. So I think we're still early. Time for some pizza, Michael Vick, and more Doge. Combat just doubled up on Doge and Sheeb. Your grandmother owns 300,000 Doge. Awesome, AJ. At 4 cents even. Wow. She bought in good. Will Doge be a top mover? For a period, Doge will. How long that lasts, again, that's the big unknown. Is it going to be a big pump and dump in 2025? We don't know. Daniela, going to sell your stock and buy Doge. Stocks are down today. I still believe in the same adage in stocks as I do crypto, is you buy, you sell in the green candles when things are moving up. And then you wait to buy whatever you're going to buy in its place when there's a red candle like today. So today would not, well, stock market's already closed, but tomorrow, let's say, I don't know what the stock market's going to do, but if it goes down again, that's not the time to sell the stocks. You wait for them to go back up and try and maximize your profit or so. I'll be live again tomorrow, Thursday, right around 4 o'clock. Might start at 3. I don't know yet. That's tomorrow. I just haven't even looked at tomorrow yet. Big rebound to the upside tomorrow. We might see it. Again, volume has ticked down. We're just kind of drifting sideways here. Bitcoin came down to retest 100K, took out a bunch more leverage down here, and now is free to move back up. And we saw that on the actual leverage chart here. Let me refresh it. Yeah, so this dip down here to 100K just took out, let me get it on the right page here. Yeah, we just took out 32 million and 25 million and 12 million of trades just by that dip to 100K. I wanted to go back up here and get these shorts, $150 million of shorts sitting up here at 102,700. Get up there. Squeeze those shorts out. Right. Tesla was down. NASDAQ, S&P 500, all stocks down. That's how this afternoon went. Could I help you with elevating your personal brand? I'm good, MTB, but thank you. I'm doing okay. Do you need to be afraid? So Zimcon, just scroll back to the very beginning of the live stream. Listen to the first 5 or 10 minutes, and then let me know how you feel. The market is rebounding well considering all the fear of huge drops. That's true too. Doge at 36 cents. It's not bad. Will Pepe dip more? Jodito asks. Right now, it's all just kind of following the market. Pepe's doing the same thing, just kind of bouncing around here. It dropped under 20. It's at 19. Still not my buy-in price if I was buying any of this for Pepe. I was eyeing something more like 15, not 19. But everything seems to be slowly moving up, except Crow token. Everything else in the green for the last half hour. So, and technically we started a new day. You made the mistake 2021, FOMO'd in, right? But then if you DCA'd in the bear market, you were buying Doge when it was down at 7.65 cents, you were lowering your average. So, yep. Up, 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 we will. Be patient. RJ, Doge really doesn't trade on liquidity pools. It's not a token. So it's a coin that's on exchanges, ready to buy. And you just, if there's more buyers than sellers, the price will go up. It's as simple as that. It's not a liquidity pool kind of token. You had your limit order set at 35.2 and you hit 35.2. Yeah, it hit that right at 3 o'clock. Nice. Those limit orders, they're really good. You're still way in profit, but geez, exactly. That's why I don't look at my portfolio on red days, because I would be saying, but geez, as well. But geez. Snipers, I have got 2 monthly returns charts up on my screen from before, which was Dogecoin and Bitcoin, which is mostly what we look at. So I looked at Doge, I looked at Bitcoin. Both of them were green in January 2021, post-halving year. That's all. You want to hear opinion on Pepe? It's a meme token. It's going to go up when a bunch of buyers come in and pump the meme token. That's about all it is. Pepe doesn't do anything else. So, yeah, it's 1955 now. So you can buy Pepe for under 20. But that's 0.000, however many zeros it has. It's a roller coaster ride, that's for sure. Big picture. If I lost $10,000 within 2 years and I ended up making $10,000 back, would I get taxed for that? Yes. Yep, different tax year. It just goes year by year. So if you lost $10,000 in 2022, you would have claimed that loss up to 3,500 or whatever the max was on your Schedule D. And now in 2024, you make 10,000 and you sell, and that's your profit. You have to pay capital gains tax on the $10,000 profit that you made in 2024. It doesn't matter if you lost $10,000 2 years ago. Not additive like that. It's just year by year. There are ways you can carry over losses. Okay. That's right. You can carry over losses. So if the max you could claim in 2022, let's say it was 3,500, you can carry over. I don't know how many years you can carry over, though. You're going to have to do some research on that. But there is a carryover law in the tax code. And you look at that. It won't all, the whole 10,000 won't go 2 years forward, but some will. I just thought of that. That is true. Will I keep MySPAX? Yes, I will keep MySPAX forever, Raiden. Come visit California. I would love to come to California. Last time I was in California was 2018, I think. We went to Santa Monica and then down to Huntington Beach. And for the fun of it, we went to Disneyland. We spent a day at Disneyland with my cousin, which was a blast. I'd never been to Disneyland as an adult without kids, so we had fun. Yeah, that was, I think it was 2018, 6 years ago. And I used to live in California a long time ago. Woodland Hills, San Fernando Valley. Miss Raven would be gone. Now, when you get to my age, you're like, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're getting our butts kicked today, but showing some nice signs of recovery right now. So patience, patience. So a December price rally that goes into the first week of January, then dips by 25%, doesn't make January any less brutal. Snipers, dude, I don't know what to say. It just, the numbers are what they are. Whatever your narrative is, great. If you think it's brutal, sell everything in December and buy it again in February. And does that make you feel better? Does anyone use this Dogecoin wallet generator? The easiest thing to do is just download the MyDoge wallet on your phone, set up two-factor authentication, and you have a Doge wallet. The easiest thing to do. And it's right there. Then it's on your phone, easy to access. You can put it on your X account and you can get tips directly on X. So I do that. I've got my Dogecoin tips right here, and I call out that it's on MyDoge and have my Doge address there. So there's a little bot that lives on X that if you type in a certain thing for a MyDoge tip, then you can get tipped. You can send tips all on X. Easiest wallet in the world. And it's only Doge. It's a MyDoge wallet. It's only Doge, prioritized for Doge. And they can now hold Doge NFTs, the Doginals. You can hold those in your MyDoge wallet as well. So easy. Hey, remember when I posted it this morning? Did you guys see that? Come on, do something. Yeah, it did something today, didn't it? Not what we wanted it to do. But it did something. Not what I expected. On the stock side, it depends on the house we choose, which is really more the MySPAX kind of side of things, right? How much I get to keep. And that's going to be a factor of my Doge, as well as my Bitcoin, my other like SWI and Peak that I want to keep, as well as my stocks. I might have to be selling stocks as well. I know for sure the DJT stock I'm going to sell. I've made like $70,000 on DJT stock. I don't know what it dipped to today. I didn't see. I would sell that. GameStop and AMC, I would sell. And we'll see about Tesla. That would probably be the last one I would sell, would be Tesla. Good question, though. Good question. Pepe at a discount, 19.5. Trump already has a crypto advisor, David Sachs. I know Michael Saylor would probably like to, but I think Trump's all set. Stop freaking out on a dip. MTB gifted a membership. Who got yours? We have another gifted membership. I'm way behind again. Jodito 08 got that membership. And then Sir Isaac Newton, also being generous, gifted a membership to Troy Sprunger. Troy, welcome to the family. Awesome. Awesome. Sell and take your profits when you're ready to. I will not sell all my Dogecoin. I'll probably sell half. That's kind of my goal right now. Take the profits on half and keep the other half and let it ride. See what happens. And let's give thanks to profits. Profits are good. You just bought 20 million Pepe, Johnny. Awesome on your Pepe buy. You've been buying the 35-cent dips? You can't compare Fartcoin today with what Bitcoin was in 2013. You just can't compare the two at all. I'm confused why the markets crashed if rates went down. So Joseph, just scroll back to the first 5-10 minutes of this live stream. We went through all of that. Yeah, Lord Drip said that it was a joke from yesterday. I was very disappointed in Drip to make that kind of joke and then not show that it was sarcasm or a joke. He said it as if it was real, and then when we were talking about it, he didn't follow up. So yeah, we looked for it and we didn't find it on Spotify. So yeah, it was a joke. It's not there. MTB, I'm not interested in a graphic designer. Thank you very much for your support, but I'm good. You have nothing left for Christmas, all on Doge. Yeah, we looked at peak, skirt dab, but we can take another look. Don't mind looking at peak again. See whether we're way above 50 cents now. We are up to 52, almost 53 now. Peak is on its recovery. Looking good. Okay, that 50 cents is strong for support on peak. Everything's oversold. Just sit on your hands. That was a good little dip there. You think it might still be dipping in the morning? Oh, so you can buy more. Well, we'll see. All over the world, MTB, we have had people, Doge fans on my live streams all over the world. Big countries, small countries, even Turkey. Yes, we've had some Turkish Doge fans as well on live streams. The Dow Jones has been down for 10 consecutive days. Really? Well, on the daily. Look at that. Wow. That's 10 red days in a row. You were right there. Didn't see that. So what's the total loss on those 10 days? 6%. Doge went down 8% in like an hour today. That's the difference between crypto and stocks right there. The Dow Jones goes down 10 consecutive days and it's down 6%. And Doge went down 8% in an hour today. That's why if you can't handle the crypto dips, you shouldn't be investing in crypto. Wow. That is very interesting. AJ wants the cool stickers. You got to join. I'm in Boston, Massachusetts, Marvel. I'm behind on the comments. Yes, Killjoy. I get caught up and yeah, you can carry over a loss indefinitely, Bill. I've been to Pebble Beach many years ago. Not playing, though. How do I handle badly designed architecture in cities you visit? Does it affect your opinion or mood? There's bad architecture everywhere, so I kind of expect it. I'm surprised sometimes when I see really good architecture that I didn't know of or didn't expect. More like that. But because so many buildings are actually designed and built without architects, that they're just banal, regular, rectangle buildings with no style or creativity or anything. That's the bulk of the building products in cities. So yeah, but I am an architect, Elijah. You ask what I do for a living. If you couldn't tell, I'm an architect. Most of the crypto articles about Doge are BS. Oh, they're mostly BS. But my morning videos, I usually reference one or two of them, and I find the good stuff in them and then tell you what I don't agree with other parts of them. Those are my morning videos. I do that. There's 4 zeros. Yeah, and Pepe, I don't really follow it. However many zeros. Sweet. It was MIA for 15 minutes. Really? That's not good. So it's dumped top to bottom, 10%. Kind of in line with altcoins. Most were down 8 to 10%. So that's right in line. Didn't do anything different. You read them for entertainment. A lot of them are entertaining. A lot of them are just shilling for some other token. Like you're reading about Dogecoin, and then all of a sudden there's something called Rexus. And it's like, it has nothing to do with Dogecoin. They just use Dogecoin to get the clicks. The sell-off might be done, MoonPie. We might just kind of settle at this level, 35, 36 cents, and then go up later this week. You made money on DJT? I did 2 huge swing trades on DJT that were just awesome. I basically took $18,000 of DJT and I turned it into $80,000. Overall, 2 big runs, and I sold at the top and bought back in at the bottom. I did 2 epic swing trades on DJT. I initially bought back in late September, sold after market when it jolted up to like $52, bought back in at 25. What is illegal that we're talking about? I missed something, guys. I missed something. Used to be scared of dips, not anymore. It's just part of crypto. I would like to hold 50% of my Doge. That'd be awesome. Keep over 1 million Doge. But again, that depends on our house tastes when it comes to actually buy. Again, I've got to factor in taxes as well. I mean, I'm going to have to pay a big chunk in taxes because it's all going to be profit. There's no tax loss harvesting in 2025, except for the little bit of BOEM and the little bit of loop ring that I have if they don't go up. Everything else is in the green. Doge pump Christmas Eve. You're the second one that said that. I would love it. You have a problem taking profits, feel like it's just another phase. Right. And that's why I've got a solid goal this year to keep me in line, to make sure I take the profits. Because I don't want to be like, no, I still think it's going to go up. No, I think it's still going to go up. No, that's probably still going to go up. And before you know it, it's like dumping for good into the next bear market. That's what happened May of 2021 for Dogecoin. You think the Bank of Japan is going to raise rates? That would be a big ouch. Yeah, another 10% drop. They better not. I love the whole Monterey area of California sci-fi. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, Jay Powell, I mean, he has to know the effect he has on the markets. So when he says things like that, I mean, he must be shorting on the side or something, right? Making extra money. I'm not going to buy Palantir. No, Victor, not interested. I made my first million. I don't know, Bindi. It wasn't too long ago. Because I have a combination of equity in a house together with my retirement account. I guess in terms of my net worth, you put all that together. That was probably maybe 5 years ago. But again, the house, the money was all tied up, right? It's equity in a house. And the 401k, it's all tied up. It's in a retirement plan. So I was cash poor. I had a net worth of $1 million, but I was cash poor, pretty much just going month to month. Strange situation to be in between my house equity and my retirement account. $1 million, and I couldn't spend any of it. So we don't sell when the markets are down. Funny videos. You sell when they're going up, but that's not financial advice. I just tell you what I do. NFA, not financial advice. I do not know what Truffy and Blue Zell are. Hashtag Coolbren. I don't know. What is a Blue Zell? When Doge gets accepted and is used in major retail stores, that'll be awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yes, unlike the funny video, should I sell? The other question is, should I buy? And today we had some nice big red candles for anyone looking to buy on dips. Subscribe to the channel, ding that notification bell, smash the like. Ricky Ricardo, you have a Pudgy Penguins community. You guys must be having fun this week. 15 minutes is what I spent on my business. Had an employee on the phone, told him I was busy. Right. You cannot marry your coins. Well, maybe Doge a little bit. But you can't marry your coins. Will the pullback continue tomorrow? Well, salty God, tomorrow's another day. We don't know what's going to happen economy-wise. I'd like to think that we just recover, and we typically see that after a dip because we're still in a bull market overall. I got in at 58 cents on XRP, but that was in our KrissPax DCA portfolio, about 1,200 tokens. Buy the rumor and then sell the news. Maybe sell the news is selling before January 20th. That's what we're going to be watching for. So I'll be live on the 19th and the 20th, and we'll see what happens. MTB, it depends on where in the USA, because the price differences are just incredible, depending on what state and what city and where in a city. It's all over the map. Is it smart to own crypto on margin? No, it's smart to own the coins and put them on a ledger for safekeeping, and not be borrowing. Again, that's risky. Anything that is like borrowing is risky. Now, Michael Saylor can do it because it's his company, MicroStrategy. It's actually doing it. So he's doing all kinds of borrowing in order to buy Bitcoin. And as a company, the company can do that. It doesn't affect him personally. But for you personally to do it, are you really that risky? I don't know. Peak is among the top gainers today. Yeah, Peak has been weak for the past 2 weeks or so. I'm a res from Niagara Falls, the Canada side, the 51st state of the USA. Isn't that wild what's being discussed right now? I don't know if any of that is real or not, but God, that would be bizarre. Or would they break it up in the provinces and each province would become its own state? I don't know. I heard that today too. It's like Ottawa. Ottawa becomes a state. Or whatever the other province, I don't know. Guess I'll average down. That's what people were doing since 2021. They've been averaging down. The MyDoge wallet is a great app. Cash flow is king. I do laboratory design machine. Labs. I've done hotel resorts. I've done custom homes. I've done retail. I've done other science and technology related, a whole bunch of different things. But right now it's all labs. Yeah, I've been to Tampa, been to the Tampa area, and that's just not my thing. I'd love to come down and visit, just I'm never going to buy a house in Florida. Does Peak being German have anything to do with not being so affected by US policy? Same for Jasmine being Japanese. That I don't know. They'll miss out on any tax breaks though. Like if Trump administration does come out up with a real tax law that gets passed that allows profits on cryptos that are run by US corporations like Algorand, Hedera, XRP, Cardano, and you don't have to pay profits, the capital gains on the profits of those, that'll be awesome. Awesome. You're having a Cabernet again, Will. Yeah, I had my drinking earlier today. Was at an office Christmas party, so drinking some Modelo's. We need BTC to dump at some point. Maybe. Bitcoin still holding above 100. Did not drop below 100K. It touched it once, but didn't drop below. Nothing's really flying right now that I can see on my watch list, but almost everything's in the green. A couple red things, but not bad. Not bad. Well, Damien, you see what happened when someone poked Dogecoin with a stick. It went the wrong way. It got poked and it went the wrong way. What's your dinner? Calamari, cod, oysters, and clams. I already had a bunch of bar food before I started the stream, which was good. I mean, it's all fun. It's like chicken wings and pepperoni pizza and little burrito things. All good stuff. Can I look at Dia? Michael Vanderpop is very positive. The last bull run. I know Dia, I did look at it and it went on a little run about a month ago or so. But since then, it hasn't done much. That I know. Yeah, it was this run here, late September. But it's traded down quite a bit since then. It looks like it does have support here that it's hit like 3 times. I've got some snap thing turned on. I definitely need to turn that off. It's not that. No. Yeah, that seems to be support, 67.7. Hit it there on November 20th. Hit it there on October 9th. And kind of went up and down around it back on October 2nd. It's part of this big move up. So yeah, it's down quite a bit from that move. It went up to like $1.33, and now it's like half that value. So again, I don't know overall, what did this do last? You talk about last cycle. Michael Vanderpop was looking at this. 2022. That's when it, I guess I'm looking at Coinbase. So that's when it got listed on Coinbase. It might have more history on a different exchange. But yeah, 2022 had a huge drop, and then it was just in bear market until early 2024. So that's what the Dia chart looks like. But yeah, this run up to $1.30, can it do that again? I guess that's the question for Dia, right? Can it do that again? That was some big trading, big volume, huge volume of trading. I don't know what Dia is. I don't know what this thing is, but just looking at the chart, that's what I see. Come on, Doge. Well, I don't have to explain Fartcoin because I didn't buy any. But for those that did, if you have to put Fart coin. Well, it'll be on your 1099, so there you go. If you didn't get one, you'd have to put it on one of your 89.49. Your fart coin. I know, right? That's exactly it. Come on, do something. Come on, do something, Doge. And look what happened. I just moved it to the 18th. I don't know what I moved, but okay. You bought Aave 3 days ago. Yeah, Moreno, you never know when these things are going to happen. But if you have faith in Aave, it's going to go over $400. You'll be fine. I think it's going over $400. So you'll be fine. Hey, Yeely, any idea what the platform no longer used, like Voyager? Still on your phone. Should I just delete it? Did you get your payout from Voyager? I would leave it until you get your payout. And then once you get your payout, just delete it and never think about it again. Haley Welch, still asleep? We may never hear from the girl again. Yep, everything is kind of up on the hour, except for Algorand, H-bar. And that's true too. Doesn't matter what the reason is or why it dropped, it dropped. That's an opportunity. The market's going to do what it does. That's true. That is true. All-time high for DIA was $5. I don't know. Again, maybe we get back up to $1.30. I don't see much after that. I mean, it dropped half its value since then. That's a pretty significant drop. I don't know. It could take another week for Doge to get back up to 40 cents. I mean, it doesn't look like that far. It's this blue line right up here, but it could take a bit. Exactly what Jason says. Slight recovery or full recovery by the weekend. We could see 40-cent Doge again. All right, gang. That's what we got for today. Look, it's a dip. Buying opportunity. If you sold and you got shaken out, I don't know if we're going to see lower price Doge to buy back in. This could, again, be just the dip to flush out more leverage, and then we go higher from here. So we'll be watching that. I'll be live again tomorrow afternoon. Come join me. We're on this journey together, guys. One big family, helping each other along. Glad I can be a voice of reason for some of you, at least, through all of this. So everyone have a good evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.